Welcome back to harnessing the power of ball and wheel for the good of mankind. For the good of Chozo kind. Is there I want a shirt that says Chozo Pride Month or something. With Samus on it. It'd be great.
I mean, she is the turbo minority. Like,
It's true. She's endangered.
she is mixed race of now two different races that are, except for her, extinct. Like,
Nintendo fans when finding out Samus is mixed race.
and she's a woman. Like,
Yup.
she
Kind of the
is
most oppressed.
she is the most minority of minorities,
I'm minoritier than you.
and the gamers love her
It's true.
because she doesn't speak.
It's true. Well, it is nice that she's not complaining about like being oppressed and being a minority all the time. She's like, actually, this is kind of awesome.
She's
I have all these
she's not
cool abilities.
she's not complaining because she is actively the one genociding her own people.
Yeah, she's like,
technically.
she's like, you think you guys can do genocide? Just watch this.
hmm That'd be funny if that happened in real life.
Nobody would do that. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that'd be silly. Anyways, so there was I was saying like
Why did I
magic in
do
real
this?
life, there'd be some very employed people that just like power cities and stuff.
Do you know why I did this? What did this do?
Uh, kinetic orb
Oh,
cannon.
did I activate the orbital cannon? There we
Yeah,
go.
probably.
Am I gonna go
So
into that tube? Aw, missed
I
opportunity.
yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. But the most employed D&D character is a great old one warlock. Because their third level spell, one of the ones that they get for their expanded spell list, is sending. And so, like, that's just,
Yeah, wow,
good.
you could be a telephone.
You can be a telephone, but here's the thing. Because you're a warlock, you have breaks built into your class. The king cannot make you do more than 2 sendings in an hour. Like, he has to give you an hour of
Oh,
rest. You have, like, the greatest employee rights built into your
I
class.
feel like they would never employ you knowing that.
Like, yeah, I can send 2 messages and then I'm tapped for the next hour. Like,
Sorry, boss. So, what I need... Okay, it needs power. Oh, and that's just the grapple point. Okay, so we need more power here. Hello. I'm not dealing with this today. Well, today, just not right now. Where should I go? I kind of feel like there could be more here, but oh, there's a save point there too. Maybe I'll get an update over here on what's going on with the mech suit. Hello? You guys working hard? Hardly working.
hmm.
Oh, it's over here.
I like the idea of saying that to, like, a robot that is literally breaking down. It's like, it is quite literally hardly working.
It's doing both. Oh yeah, I do need to come back here. Let's save first. Although I'm sure nothing bad will happen by releasing this foul creature.
Oh, of course not. I mean, it's like,
Oh, well, no
what's
save.
the worst that's gonna happen? We're gonna genocide it? Like,
It's gonna get genocided.
oh no!
Oh no. Yeah.
Finally, wheel door.
Oh, it's going backwards. It's fine.
The wheel door. It's the perfect harmony.
It's beautiful. mandala door. That's why they call it the mandala effect. Gamers, do you ever get the mandala effect? Tell us in the comments down below. You see, that joke has layers to it, because then I'm making them believe that it's called the mandala effect.
Uh-huh.
Making it,
And
by
then,
proxy, a mandala effect.
And then once they post it, I'll delete it. To further the mandala effect.
No, just because we like deleting their comments.
No, in an alternate universe, perhaps.
That's true. We actually haven't deleted any of the comments.
That's true. I have not deleted any comments. YouTube has deleted like 2 comments from our videos.
Why? What'd they say?
It was the one where the person said, "You should be transphobic because what the fuck?" Which I still think about often, because what do you mean because what the fuck? What I need to pick this person's brain. Like, in their head, you know, they left that comment and they're like, surely this will be completely understood what I'm trying to say.
Hey, get out of this. Wait, I can't get out of this. Help, I'm gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, like in their head when they left that comment, they're like, this is a perfectly comprehensible thing to say and they will know exactly what I mean. And like,
we really don't.
But I don't, and I want to know.
Let's invite them onto the channel to have a civil debate.
I don't even remember what their user is.
Me neither. Did I do that? Okay, apparently I did. Vaccine!
Vaccine successfully uploaded. That's right. I forgot about that. I forgot we are giving a vaccine to technology. This is the future where, because of the integration of like biology and technology, you can get malware that displays Family Guy funny moments on your heads-up display 24/7. No, not you.
Uh-oh. It's this normal-looking being.
Yeah. Do we just kill him in cutscene? That's funny. Ain't no way. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Live to fight another day.
Thanks for letting me know so I can do that.
I choose to believe that's the last bit of his sanity fighting back. Oh, we draw lines. Remember, Chansey, you might want to color outside the lines, but you're not supposed to.
I just want to so badly. It's just... but I can't. I can't.
Oh, you
I
probably
can't color
need...
inside the lines.
It's probably plasma beam, which is really funny that you literally draw plasma beams. Like that's
cool.
a good.
Samus is learning a trade.
It's just welding.
Gives up the life of a bounty hunter.
I don't know how there's like Mario
It's way
Hotel.
more wealthy, actually.
Yeah, but Samus's underwater welding adventure. I think the communication's offline. A lot of those like welding or like oil rig type job things are pretty misleading in their salary. I was looking into it.
Oh, yeah.
Not because I wanted to do any of these things, but I just get curious about random things. And it's like, yeah, dude, it's like 3 months and you get like $40,000, right? But it's like, you do the 3 months, and then you go back home and you're like not allowed to do it again for another 3 to 4 months because of like health reasons, obviously. So it's like you're really destroying your body to make like 80,000-ish a year.
Oh yeah, that's always the cost.
To make slightly above the median salary in the United States.
Yeah.
But you do get, I guess, big ass chunks of times where you're literally not allowed to work.
That's true. That's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. I get what they mean now, but um, I used to be confused when because like every time I've told my family a job, every time I mention like, oh yeah, they do a lot of overtime, and they're like, oh that's good, and I'm like, what?
Mm,
I don't want to do that. Like with my last job where I was, in slavery, uh,
yeah.
because I worked fucking 80 hours a week or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I was telling them, and I told them that like how much overtime I get, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's pretty good." And I'm like, No, no, what?"
I don't know how to
Because
explain
it
this
was
to you,
12
but
hours a day, 7 days a week, and they were trying to say like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome," and I'm like, "Would you want to do that since you have a family and all?"
eh,
It's like,
like,
"Oh no, I can't do it." It's like, yeah, yeah. So it's not good.
it's I like.
How the
It's
hell do
like,
I get
don't
out?
do you not have something you like to do out like a hobby? Like maybe it's just like going for a bike ride. Like there's something you like to do outside of work, right? Like there has to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they obviously they do. It's just that they really think like, oh yeah, I could just be making a lot of money, and then one day I won't have to be making money. Haha, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're like, yeah, I can make a ton of money now, and then
This
by
will
the
be a
time that
lot of
I
money later, smile.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's what I was gonna say is like, yeah, I can make a ton of money now, which will be worth a fucking tube of toothpaste in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Like, yeah, I was at my current job, there was a period of time where like I was getting kind of close to my cap for the my quarterly cap on like overtime accruement, and I was like, they're like, oh, we can you can either use the time like and take off, or we can pay you out at like 75%. I'm like, I'll just take the time off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll just take the 3 days off so I don't hit the cap. I think I'd rather have that.
How the hell do I get out of this place?
Command visor?
Nope. No signal, no Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Some people asking, "Hey, can I get the Wi-Fi password so that they can be
Nope.
on their phone?" You should be worried when Samus asks for the Wi-Fi password.
Go back to the brain in the jar.
Okay.
Look at the
Maybe I just
side of
touched
it.
something. Yup.
Uh,
Oh, you're nice now.
yeah.
With alternate universe.
Mm-hmm.
242. Okay.
Yeah, they just like straight up tell you like what's going on in this game.
Yeah.
Kind of nice. It's
Yeah, I
not
feel
just
like
like you have to read all the logs to figure it out.
it'd be hard to explain, and it's pretty
Yeah.
crucial to know.
Yeah, at this point,
Let's go out this way.
like yeah, like the first game you can kind of get away with not telling you. In the second game, you kind of figure out what's going on because like Dark Samus is there.
Yeah, it's more show don't tell.
Uh-huh. And then in this game, they're like, well, we actually have to wrap this plot shit up, so like we kind of have to tell them.
Yeah, and they have to tell you what's going on in the galactic sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't even make sense if there were logbooks telling you what happens everywhere else. And then I don't know, it's kind of cool that it makes you feel connected with the world and everyone's reaching out to you. Let's take this valuable time to look at my topical Twitter likes.
Yeah.
which I have to tell you now that all my loyal followers, such as everybody watching this video, who definitely follows me on Twitter, even though my account's privated, uh, since you won't know anymore since likes are privated, I gotta tell you what's going on.
Yeah, now I can't like funny pictures and so that it shows up on my friend's timeline.
Yeah, I used to
Sucks.
like pictures so that other people could
Yeah,
see them.
yeah, same. I would do that because I was like, well, I don't want to repost this, but
Yeah, now I
like,
have to send them to everybody. Uh, oh,
Ship
we got a
status
call.
alert. Unknown entity
Uh-oh,
oh,
approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
I gotta get to my ship. Someone's trying to steal it. God damn it, not this place. Eh, eh, go back up. What were we talking? Oh yeah, there is something I wanted to mention. So, did we mention on recording that England is melting finally? That global warming is doing a good thing by uh, getting rid of all the British.
yeah, by finally sending them temperatures that is like 20 degrees colder than where I live.
Yeah, exactly. It was amazing because like it did feel bad before because I was like, oh yeah, I mean, they got no AC, so they're going through something rough right now, like a heat wave. Because to me, a
Hmm.
heat wave's over 100 degrees, and then I find out that apparently the hottest it has ever been there is like 78 degrees, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I
The
gotta move to Britain.
the actual problem isn't necessarily the AC. It's the fact that the homes are all like 600 years old, and they insulate the heat too well
I'm actually gonna drop. I don't
because
know if I need to
they're
go this way.
worried. 600 years ago, they were worried about the winters and not the summers. So the problem is that the houses insulate the heat too well. Is
Go outside. Go camping.
well, it's a problem for old people specifically. It's
Go
young
camping.
young people who are complaining about it. Yeah, sucks to suck, bitch. but
Hmm.
but yeah, I was wondering like because I was wondering the same thing. I was like, why are people dying in 70-degree weather? Like this does not make sense to me. Like
Kind of
I go to
still
Calif.
doesn't. Like I've lived in 80-degree weather and it's like uncomfy, but it's fine.
It's like I go to California in the summer and it's like 73 degrees, and I'm like, damn, this is so nice. What?
Yeah. But yeah, then they say like, oh, you know, difference between the dry heat and humidity. It's like, eh.
Is it? I mean, it's humid there, right?
Yeah.
It's fucking humid in Florida. Like,
Yeah, they have that's the other thing. They have way less humidity than we do.
mhm.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. That's it. We're going. I can't tell if I'm doing this as fast as I can. I'm gonna go the other way. Can't figure out the optimal. There we go. What the hell is this? Oh, a half pipe. Yes, this is how I prefer to get around. Oh God! Immediately messes it up. Looks foolish in front of everyone. What the? Okay, that time I was not going that direction. So do I just have to? What?
Ah. So the main cause of death during the heat waves in the UK, I wanted to look into this more because, like, yeah, like how? Like, I actually want to understand because, like, fucking how? Uh, a majority of the people, 43.8%, in fact, of the people who die during the heat waves, they die due to respiratory issues,
Uh,
usually asthma, because of the increase in pollen that comes with the increase in heat.
gotcha.
which is interesting.
Not gonna
But that,
lie, it sucks that people died, but that's still kind of a bitch-made way to go.
yeah, but also I know people with huge asthma and allergy problems in Florida, and the pollen is really fucking bad here too. And I don't know, are the British
They're
people
just built
just
different.
are the British people just not? Is there some kind of medical ban on what the fuck's the hat man
Having a good immune
medication?
system.
No,
Yeah.
Benadryl. Benadryl. I know Benadryl is like fucking awful for you long term, so like maybe there is a ban on it. But does the UK not have antihistamines? Like,
Ship priority status alert. Hull armor taking damage.
What the? Stop! Stop hurting my ship!
evasive maneuvers?
Let's see. No, no Wi-Fi.
They got antihistamines in the. Okay. Yes, I know elderly are also at risk because of homes. I know that one. But like, what are the other causes?
You know how there's that theory like aliens are so much smarter and more superior than we are? Have you
Uh-huh.
ever thought about like how we might be smarter?
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of apes on other planets.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what if that's what it's like with other countries? Like, what if we're secretly smarter than a bunch of the other ones?
I
What if we were smarter than Britain this whole time, and they're just actually a bunch of idiots who don't know common sense?
I mean that one in particular I can I can get behind.
Ow! What the hell? What was that?
I was watching this like British documentary video about like this woman who like only eats like fucking cheese basically. Yeah, it was awesome, I know.
I
And
wish.
like they were trying to feed her food, like they're trying to like, help her, get her to eat other foods. And the whole time I'm watching this, I'm like, I think the problem is that she's British because they're trying to feed her like beans and toast with like sausage. I'm like, I think
Give
the
her a
problem
burger.
I'm like, I think the problem is that she's British. And then the first thing she liked was Italian food. And I was like, I'm right.
Yeah!
I was like, I'm right.
We stay winning!
Like she had some spaghetti. Just
She
like
was
some
like,
cheese,
wow, this is amazing. My life has
some like
changed.
cheese. Like they started her off light, like just like they melted the cheese on top of just like some sauce and put it on like a slice of bread. And she's like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then they like stepped up
Stop.
to noodles. They're like, yeah, that's good. And then they added the meat sauce and like, I'm like, the problem is like, she just needs to come to California and try some Mexican food. That's what's holding her back.
Yeah. Get the
Like,
hell off my ship!
hey man, what are you doing that for?
It's not cool.
I thought we were, yeah, I thought we were, oh
Oh my
God.
god! Ship, you just gotta stand there and take that?
Yeah, why didn't you tell the thing to do evasive maneuvers before?
Because I didn't have Wi-Fi, Joel.
Oh,
We're
right.
being jammed here.
Yeah, we're on that ad hoc connection right now.
Let's do this shit. You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for hurting my best friend's ship. You're gonna get scanned. Morphology. All weapon fire. Powered by unit on his back. Does that unit prepare... Does it prevent weapon fire? That's fun. Nope, it doesn't. You should really get a shield for that part, huh? Fucking dumbass. Ow. He's got the spin move. Uh-oh,
Hey.
he's got missiles. Can't believe I dodged that many of them.
I want to know about like robot rights in the Metroid universe.
Samus says no to robot rights.
It's
Ow. Ow, I'm in the beams. Bitch. It's doing a good amount of damage. I'm
Yeah.
actually like,
But you're
if
also
it's
hitting him.
yeah,
Or, yeah, I see. Like you're both doing a good amount to each other.
yeah, makes it a good fight, I guess. Oh well, not this time.
Hmm.
Oh, you idiot! Put your shield back up,
Duh.
doofus.
Is he gonna have like a phase 2 or 3 where he comes out of the bigger robot and
I think those drops next to him are full tanks. Unfortunately, he kept me in this cutscene, so they
oh
might.
look, he's got a police siren underneath him.
Yeah, they are full tanks, so I'm back to full. I feel like more boss fights should do that. There's a
Yeah.
phase change. No, no, no harm in this.
True.
Ground attacks, you say?
Ah.
Yeah, yeah. We love ball mode. They'll
Oh.
never catch me now.
Oh, please tell me that the end of this fight you missile him with the ship.
That'd be fucking sweet. Ah!
Oh.
I
Oh
couldn't
shit,
bomb.
he's counterballing.
Uh-oh. Oop.
Oh.
Not this time, bud. I think he's done with that phase.
Yeah, looks like it. And now he's back in it, I think. I think when you see the little cop siren come out, it's when he's in the ground damage phase.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hiya! I could only shoot one missile? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a huge lockout on it.
What's his point? Because I can hit him sometimes.
Like, he was just probably in that
Immediately.
in-between phase.
Now that I'm on a mouse keyboard, I can actually fire that pretty quick, so it's
Uh-huh.
pretty worth.
Damn. Deleted.
Yeah.
Phase 3. I love how the answer to phase on is more phase on. Like,
It's very good. Dragon type beats dragon type.
yeah. Nuclear missile checks nuclear missile.
Nuclear bomb versus nuclear bomb. They both beat coughing baby. So he's gonna. Oh, okay. So yeah, now we enter our final forms. What the?
I've always kind of like thought about that. Like, if someone wanted to make their own nation, like all they would have to do is get a nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
like just one, and
Yep.
then like they would just like have to accept them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, all right, like, like you know
There
they probably
is-
like send covert people to try and kill you, obviously.
Oh,
but, like,
definitely. That's what happened
but, like,
in other
on the
countries.
yeah, but like on the outside, like the second you have a nuclear bomb, like you have a right to sovereignty at the world table, basically.
Yep. Can't tell exactly where the spot is, but it's pretty close. Ay, 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 ay,
Oh, yep, you can still hit him. He's still in that phase. Alright, he's
Yep.
dead.
Yeah, there was a brief streak in, I want to say, the early 2000s where a lot of other smaller, less powerful countries were being.
That's awesome. I'm
It's
glad
not
we don't just
working.
sit there and
Scan
take it
her.
this time. Yeah.
Or is it them? Is Dark Samus them?
I think when Dark Samus becomes Samus, they gain the she/her pronouns.
Yeah, pronouns unlocked.
Yeah.
I forgot what the space pirate's called. Them.
Well, space pirates are like a collective, so it's usually them. But the individuals, it could be whatever.
No, because space pirates had logs about Dark Samus.
Oh yeah,
Remember, I think they said them.
I believe you're correct.
Fire the plasma beam with A. Wow. But yeah, there was a streak in like the early 2000s where some of the less powerful countries were being uh, encouraged and persuaded to give up their nuclear weapons, and some of those fucking idiots listened.
Yeah, why would you actually? Why would you do that?
It's
Like,
their
yeah,
Yeah, you know what
I.
happened is Ukraine was one of them, and look where we
Mhm.
are.
Yeah, like I would love a worldwide denuclearization,
But it's not
but
realistic.
I don't live in that world.
Yep.
I am aware of this fact.
Would there be less shootings if we got rid of all the guns? Yep, but you're not gonna.
That's
It's
true.
just not realistic. Doesn't mean you can't ban some of them, or like some things like bump
Or
stocks, but
yeah, or have at least some attempt.
at regulation.
Uh-huh.
It's true. It's just like the calls for full gun bans. Like there's really people. They're all minors on Twitter, but they really are confused as to why we can't just get
Well,
rid of all the guns. Just
I want
say
to say
can't have them.
as a point to your own maturity, the fact that you can acknowledge that they are in fact minors on Twitter and not like real people is like it puts you like far and above the average person yelling on Twitter.
It's yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Cuz
Ooh,
like,
that dodge. I didn't make it.
I mean, sometimes it's like, news outlet yelling about a minor on Twitter. They're doing it because they
It's their
want this
job. They get
theoretical
paid.
person to exist. Because, like, it lets them write news.
Yeah.
But then the people watch it and they're like, oh, this is a real person. This singular black separatist on Twitter who is posting to 4 people is real. And I should care about what he has
Israel.
to
Yeah.
say.
What was another one?
And
Libya was
also,
one of
3 of
them.
those followers are me on alt accounts because I think they're funny. Like, no, I
Yeah,
don't have
Libya
any.
was another one. They got rid of their. We convinced them to get rid of their nuclear weapons, and we were like, "All right, great job. Now we're gonna kill your leader." After he did everything we said,
Who would have thought?
it was pretty sweet.
I love I love it, it works both ways with the US where someone does everything we tell them and then they turn on us, or they do everything we tell them to and then we turn on them.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. Yeah, no, go ahead. You can invade Qatar. Like, yeah, no problem. Next day, we're declaring war on you.
Why did you do that?
Why did you accuse Qatar of slandering into
Babe,
your
don't
own
invade Qatar.
territory?
You're so
Yeah.
beautiful. I like the music here too.
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneous blast.
Like, which group is it? ISIS, I think it's ISIS K.
What? Like K-pop?
It, yeah, ISIS K. No, it's
ISIS pop?
ISIS Islamic State Khorasan province, which is funny because it ends in san, right? Like that's funny to
Are there any ISIS
contextually.
core accounts out there?
Yeah.
ISIS.
But ISIS K, like there's I have no reason to believe that they are a U.S. funded or U.S. backed. Like there's no hard evidence for me to believe this, but they do just always happen to attack targets that the U.S. would like them to, you know.
Hmm.
Like it could be a coincidence,
Maybe they're fanboys.
but it's just a little strange.
That's just being a fanboy of the U.S. as another country. I guess that's
uh,
Taiwan.
that's Canada kind of.
By the way, happy 4th of July to Taiwan.
Oh yeah.
They usually celebrate this time of year.
Well, Taiwan's like really funny, right? Because like they are U.S. fanboys, but also the U.S. is like, you should secede, and Taiwan, at least like the people of Taiwan are like, but like we kind of don't want to rock the boat, you know?
Yeah.
Like China's our neighbor and you're not. I don't like what do you mean?
You should come over here. Let's relocate your whole
Yeah, let's move the island.
landmass.
Fuck, you guys can have Puerto Rico. Just move them all there.
Yeah, let's take this ethnic group and move them to one place that's already occupied. What's the worst that could happen?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we? I guess I'm just exploring with the heat gun now.
Puerto Rico's another instance where like I should look more into it, because from what I understand,
I
at
thought you
least
were
on
gonna
the
say I just want it. I just want us to have
no,
it.
no, I've been to Puerto Rico. It's really nice. Like the nature, like it's one of the few places in the northern hemisphere that has a rainforest
Ah,
in it, and it's just this tiny ass island. Yeah, it was really cool. I went there and I like hiked in the rainforest, and I really liked it.
it's not gonna stay that way if we get our hands on it.
Well,
It's
well,
gonna be
we
a
already
Fern
have
Gully kind of deal.
we in fact already have our hands on Puerto Rico.
I
I'm
mean, if it
sorry.
was a real state and like,
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing is statehood for Puerto Rico. From what I understand, which is not much, admittedly, they don't want statehood, which is interesting to me. But I don't know if that's just like government officials who don't want it, or if it's like the actual people of Puerto Rico.
yeah, it'd be interesting to know. Is there a poll online about it? People
Uh,
love making polls and asking people about America. We're kind of celebrities.
yeah, that's true.
Everyone talks about us all the time. When's the last time you've seen a British person post about what's going on in Britain besides the heat wave? They always talk about what's happening here.
Uh, One thing I'll say that I find interesting about British politics is that the way they talk about it is much more direct. Like, they actually talk about policy, and like, they still do the same, like, oh, Canada is dumbass, or freedom, or whatever. But they talk about it in regards directly to the policy that's being enacted, rather than like just purely the aesthetics that we see a lot in American politics. So that's one thing I kind of respect them for.
Did you see the clip that people were sharing about it was Mitt Romney and Barack Obama's debate versus the Biden and Trump one, where it like Mitt Romney and Obama's debate started off with like Obama was thanking him for inviting him out, and like they were joking with each other and having a good time. They had a great handshake. They were good buddies.
That's awesome.
And then of course they laid into each other when they went into it, but
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
talked policy.
Mm-hmm. And then the literal dick measuring contest
Yeah.
that occurred.
Fucking golf fight.
One thing I'll say about the most recent debate that was really funny was when Joe Biden was doing his thing talking about how Trump was fucking a porn star while his wife was pregnant or whatever. He like
He did
smiled at
the
that.
he did this fighting game gets punished nod.
Yeah, like no, he was like kind of smiling. He's like, "You're
Yeah.
damn right. I fucked both of them." Like,
He's like, goddamn right I did. Ah, how it's so awful that he just has so much riz.
yeah, he is an incredible poster, and it's like you know, it's you hate to see it.
Yeah.
Local news: a guy you hate made really funny joke.
Many such cases with him.
But like because a lot of people don't think about this. Trump was like one of the first like celebrities on Vine. He was doing vines from Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Like that's where the Taco Bowl, excuse me, meme comes from, where he's like, the best Taco Bowls in New York, Trump Tower. That was a Vine. That man, he's been on his poster shit.
Yeah. He was I always like to think he goes on these long hiatuses of just learning the online culture. He just studies. He practices the art
He
behind the scenes.
he goes on sabbatical in like a cloak and robe and studies studies the
Copy.
ways of the internet.
Well, I think he might do like. Do you think he goes on? He might have an alt account, like an anonymous account.
Oh, I'm sure he
How crazy
does.
would that be if he was like a huge anonymous account on Twitter or something, and he's like, I just
Like
gotta
he is
gauge the politics and gauge how people think.
he is drill. Like that would be the funniest shit ever. If like he was like one of those prolific shit post accounts secretly.
So I need connection. I need Wi-Fi. I think that's what it might be, because it's what he does every time, right? Because he talks about like, oh yeah, I might be interested in the presidency, and then he goes quiet
Hmm.
for a while. And then when he comes to the presidency, he fucking knocks it out of the park, at least for how much he can do. And then, uh, he stays in politics too long and he loses, and he's like, all right, it's time to go back into hiding, and
Into the hyperbolic time chamber.
I need to go train again.
Yeah,
And
turn
it
on
comes
the
back
gravity.
and he's fucking killing it again. All right.
I do like so like traditional politics focus tests groups like that they'll like pull aside people of their party or their constituency and also not their party and they'll like make them sign NDAs and
Yeah.
they'll like ask them questions and shit like that's like what the think tanks do they'll pull these focus groups and see the response they get and then if they like it they'll go forward with that messaging. I like this idea that Trump is doing the same thing by just shit posting on Twitter on his alts. Like he's like, oh, this tweet really banged. Like
Yeah, there's actually like a secret thing behind it. So people always like they try to debate like is Trump stupid or smart? And it's like it's it's not that simple. Like he can just be smart at some things but make mistakes too. Like
hmm
if it was I'll tell you that I don't think he's completely stupid because otherwise anybody could try to be president since he succeeded at it.
hmm
So obviously there's some things that he knows, but as
one
much
of
as you
them
know,
is,
you make miscalculations and lose the election too.
I mean, he's been a personality, like TV personality first. Like he's been a personality his whole life. He knows how to do that.
Yeah, he just
If if you
transfers his
don't,
skills to it.
yeah, like exactly. It's that he is clearly proficient at being a personality.
Yeah,
He's
he
pretty
knows
good
what
at it.
drives the people. He has a very good understanding. His insight score is very good.
As you said, he has Riz,
He
unfortunately.
does.
And unfortunately, both Biden and Kamala have negative Riz.
Yeah.
Like,
What's even more tragic is that like they could have no Riz and still influence people.
mhm. The most recent referendum of Puerto Rico in 2020 shows a 52.52% of people wanted statehood, which,
It's still pretty contested.
from what I can, yeah, exactly. Like, it's not a, it is a majority, but, like, only barely so.
Yeah. Let's do a touch. Right? Yeah,
Hmm.
let's do a touch.
Now that you have Gore's plasma weapon,
Oh yeah, that's right. So now we go downstairs. Were you saying something?
I think so, but I forgot.
Something
Oh,
about the 52%, it means...
yeah, I think support a state 40%, 46. I'm trying to see if that's the highest it's ever been. So far, yes.
Aw, this is cool. Samus teaches welding.
Mm.
You see, now
Oh.
you're like the kid that said the joke, and I'm the kid that said it louder. that ever happen to you?
I don't think. I think I've probably done it on accident. Probably somewhere like on one of our Let's Plays. I probably made the same joke as like you, but
Yeah.
later, and
I
probably happened to be honest. But
don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. It did happen to me once at school, and sadly, it was a pretty good one. Nope.
mm,
I won't try to repeat it because I forget the wording and it messes it up. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh, headset died. Don't say bad things about me.
Jolt's one of my best friends. I respect him a lot, and I like being open with him. I got nothing. I really don't.
I'm back.
And Jolt. Oh, hi, Jolt.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were. Don't worry about it. We weren't talking
So in
about
2012, technically 61% of people in Puerto Rico wanted statehood, but the way they worded this question is so weird that like I don't know I don't even understand if that's truly what like the question means because it's like asked in two parts where it's like first it's like are you happy with the current political structure of, and then the second part like goes into like statehood independence or further continuing. And the numbers don't add up between people who want to continue and people in question 1 and people who want to continue in question 2. So I I don't know,
Yeah.
but technically 61% in 2012 was higher than the 2020 version. But also really funny,
Shield generator.
their statehood elections are non-binding because ultimately Congress is the one who decides that.
Real quick, it's kind of cool because apparently destroying the shield generator won't work this time, so we have to figure out something else.
Hmm.
Enemies are adapting.
Damn. What if I become so phase on they just let me in?
What were you saying? News, politics?
Um, yeah, Puerto Rico's statehood ambitions is very confusing. Just looking for at the numbers. Like it's probably something you'd have to like watch a documentary on actual people talking to actual Puerto Ricans about to understand.
Why would I want to learn?
Exactly. That shit's boring. Keep watching our Let's Plays where you won't learn.
Can't do that. So I think I just go to my ship. Well, let's do a help in just in case. Oh,
He forgot.
I keep getting fucking fragged. Yeah, okay. I think we just go to the ship.
But yeah, Congress ultimately has to decide whether something becomes a. So it could literally, they could vote 100% we want to be a state, and it's still up to Congress because they're non-binding.
I'm surprised that I don't. Has either political side tried to rope them in?
No, not really.
Just seems weird when they.
Not for statehood. There was the only time I can think of that Puerto Rican, not necessarily
Ow!
sovereignty, but like Puerto Rican rights, I guess, was ever brought into like the main stage of political discourse was after that hurricane in like 2018
Ah,
that fucked up Florida, but like really fucked up Puerto Rico
Ship status.
because they're like, hey guys, we need aid. Can we have disaster relief? And like that became
Ship is ready for use.
a point of contention because, of course,
uh, w- help other place or nah? Should U.S. help other place or nah?
we don't even help ourselves.
It's true. We're not very good at helping anyone.
Let's okay, Google. Does Flint, Michigan have drinkable water yet?
Maybe they don't want our help.
9 months ago. Does Flint have clean water yet? Yes, they do, but it took a long time.
To be fair, disaster relief is the one thing that we do pretty good at, if I recall.
Yeah, like on the at least on like the legislative like sign we sign aid pretty quick for hurricane related disaster relief,
Yeah. Because
which
that
is
affects all of us.
well, yeah,
We
it's
need we
it's like
need more natural disasters to unite the fucking country.
what's the shit, who was it? Was it Nixon? Maybe it was like he basically said like I wished aliens would come down so we could unite our people or like some shit like that.
Fair, to be honest. Is there anyone out there whose favorite president is Nixon?
I don't think so.
Where someone was like, he did the right thing. I think this is it. No. I'm gonna be the new Nixon stan. I'm gonna die on the hill. No, I'm not. I can't. Honestly, I don't know enough about it to even. Actually, maybe knowing less would help. He was right. And if anyone comes at me, I'm gonna say, well, everyone makes mistakes. You just forgot about all the other good stuff he did. They're gonna say like what? And I'm like, I don't know.
If I remember correctly, like
Wrong way again.
the way that the what's it called? The way that the Watergate scandal was like discovered is like complete accident almost. Like it was just like some really paranoid person being right.
Makes you think.
Yeah, okay, it was what I thought. There was a night guard at the hotel. One of the residents was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tape my door, to make sure like no one comes in." So there's like a line of paranoia there. And then one of the night guards like noticed that the tape had like moved. He's like, "Huh,
God
probably
damn
report
it.
that." And just that was what kicked it off. It's just one person who was like, "I'm gonna tape my door." Like I don't trust what's going on here.
Yeah. I have those moments since I'm also a night guard. I'm like, I'm
Hmm.
just gonna have it on record just in case. Even the small things, I'm like, let's send that up.
Hmm.
Orbital cannon, go! I gotta keep checking because I keep getting lost somehow. End up going backwards. Ow! At least I'll be healthy when I get to my ship.
Flint got drinkable water in 2019.
Good job, Flint.
When did the Flint water crisis start?
If you're from
20.
Flint, Michigan, tell us in the comments, how does the water taste?
It started in 2014. It that's great. That's actually it took 5 years.
Only 5 years.
Yeah.
So, we do have Plasma Beam Forever. This is pretty cool. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We have the Plasma Primary Fire and the Ice Missiles.
I'm pretty sure that's the wave beam, like the gun model from Prime 1.
I think all of them had kind of a similar model.
They like changed like how they like had the vents or whatever, whatever you want to call it.
No fucking way. Am I going backwards? Yes, I am. Like, okay, I mean, this was a good time to catch it, but like, how did I do that? Because there's no... Or am I not going... You know what, maybe I'm not, because I think this sends me... Yeah. And then I go through here? Right? Think so. Then I go through... around this corner here. Guess I can run into those boxes, it's funny.
Hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna save state,
Fair.
because... Oh, I see. That arrow shows me where it will go. Do I want to go there? I believe I do. I believe I would like to go this direction. Because that farthest place right there, I think that's where my ship is. Yeah. Ah, door. Door jump scare. I think I wish that I only had to deal with some of these enemies the first time going through. Uh. Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
even see that.
I get what you mean.
Oh, it becomes a pain to travel. It's kind of annoying. Eh, I feel like those should hit.
Okay, I was wrong. It is the ice beam model that they are using for the plasma beam, which is funny, but also makes sense that you would, on the fire gun, have big open vents.
Yeah. Ah, come on.
Mm.
Dude, kept getting interrupted. There we go. Now we're at a ship. And we'll see you next time when we land. Enjoy your in-flight movie.